Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're all doing amazingly. I can see pile 1 and pile 2 coming through already. Oh, and actually pile 3 as well. It's this one. Okay, so beautiful souls, before I turn over these cards for us, today's reading is asking actually, is your gut feeling right about this? So I can see pile 1, pile 2, pile 3 already. Really focus in, beautiful souls, on whatever it is that's on your mind. Whatever the circumstances, the situation, it could be something unbelievably positive, it could be something a little more challenging. Whatever it is that you have a gut feeling about, focus in on that as I am turning over these 3 cards, and I'll draw a rune and a charm as well. If you're drawn to more than one, it may be that there is some element of those messages that is relevant to your circumstances. So it might be worth checking more than one out if you feel drawn to do so. So beautiful souls, we have pile 1, we have pile 2, and we have pile 3. These are coming through for you. Let's turn them over. Pile 1, you have Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Okay, Black Jaguar, Old Soul. This is pile 1. Pile 2, we have Ladybug, Good Luck. This is pile 2. And then pile 3, we have Puffin, Partnership. So this is pile 3. Okay, beautiful souls, let's check in with a rune and a charm for each of these, for those of you that like that additional information. So pile 1, you have the blank rune, and you also have a crab. This is the crab charm. Yeah, there we go. We hold those up. So that is pile 1. And pile 2, you have the rune of possessions, nourishment, Fehu. And you also have a leaf, beautiful leaf unfolding. So that is pile 2. And pile 3, you have movement, the rune of movement, and you also have the dragonfly as well. Beautiful. Okay, so those are your runes and your charms. Beautiful souls, I will leave the camera running for just a few moments longer for anyone that wants a little bit more information, and yeah, tune in with whichever one is connecting. If you have any difficulty in sort of picking up on which of the cards is singing to you, really focus on your situation. That will really assist, almost like do a little bit of a meditation with it. And you can always pause the video if you need a little bit longer. And the timestamps are in the description box along with all the cards I'm using today. So beautiful souls, and I will put them in a comment as well, and the timestamps in a comment for you too. Beautiful souls, I'll see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have the blank rune, which is a space of possibility. So that's really interesting. Is your gut feeling right about this? We have the crab. I don't know if any of you are Cancers or a Cancer is involved in your situation, somebody of that star sign. Then we also have See a little bit of sage stuck to my card. I keep my cards with sage. So you have Black Jaguar, Old Soul. Now the message of this card says, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams, which is really interesting because this is a space of possibility. So what I feel I'm hearing already, if we think about the energy astrologically of the sign of Cancer, it's very maternal, it's very nurturing. And I think there is something of a possibility. You have a gut feeling that something could happen. You could create it, you could make it grow. Even the steps ahead of this panther, what I think is like a road or a pathway ahead, look actually like a stack of coins. And even this looks like a new moon. It's a space of possibility. Yes, you have power from beyond the world. I feel you're being guided, actually, and your gut feeling about the possibility of something, I think, is very, very real. Let's draw some, let's draw some cards. Do you know, right off the bat, I really feel very strongly I want to draw some more runes for you. So, let's just draw some more runes. Okay. So this is really interesting. First of all, you have the spiritual warrior. This is Tewaz, and it's a rune of great power, actually. Great power, great determination. It suggests you can do something and move it forwards. We then have Hagalas, the rune of, well, I was going to say the rune of disruption, but this is like Uranus, the great awakener. The energy of Uranus means that we think out of the box. We have higher-minded solutions. We can see the pathway forwards. And if there is any disruption, it's coming with purpose. You then have the rune of flow. Okay, I think you need to step out of your comfort zone. I think your gut feeling is around something that it could be an idea or a project, but you have an idea about something or a gut feeling that something could work. So whatever this is for you, in your circumstances, your unique circumstances, you have an idea of something. Your gut feeling says, you know, this could be the one, this could be the right thing to be doing, this could be the project or the book that does really well, this could really happen, or this could help people, this could, whatever it is for you, you have a gut feeling. And I think you're not only getting the thumbs up on that gut feeling, but I think you're being advised to actually take real action, decisive, clear action to move it forwards. Not just sit in the space of the dream time, but nurture it. Take action that can nurture it into existence. Now, it does mean potentially maybe some upheaval in your life, or it might set you apart. You may even be becoming a bit of a trailblazer in some way, because what you want to do might be different from the norm. But I think it will flow. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. Let's draw some oracle cards to see more of what we are being shown here. Have a look at the numbers around you and see what we're shown here. And this is a set of dream cards, so it feels very appropriate actually to be using these for you, especially given that this is about creating a dream. There's something that you are thinking about. This is the one that sort of felt right, but it didn't. But I think it's because there's too many. Okay. And there is your card. And lastly, let's take it. I'll leave those for a moment, actually. Let's look at these first. So 1, 2, 2, 1. Taking initiative. I mean, you could not write it, could you? Change, optimism, joy, communication, messages, good news, expression, high vibes. Work with what you have and it will get you places. Count your blessing and acknowledge your dear ones. You will find inspiration and figure out a way forwards. You might also be getting some good news soon. Okay. So this is absolutely about following through with something. Your gut feeling that something could be really the right thing, the right person, the right circumstance, the right project, the right whatever it is. I think you've got the thumbs up. Your gut feeling is right. It is the right one or the right thing. However, Yes, and look at this nourish, which is the Cancer energy. It needs to be nourished. You need to, yeah, nurture it, pay it attention, talk to it, love it, enjoy it, nurture it, you know, stroke it, bring it into being, bring that space of possibility into being. Now, maybe there are some hiccups around it. Maybe something hasn't actually happened as you thought, and that might have put you off. But yes, look at this. I mean, you could not write this, could you? Persevere. And yeah, I'm seeing with these lightning coming down, but perhaps it's a bigger task that for some of you than you initially realized. You're needing to have the strength to persevere. I think it may literally be, some of you might be feeling like you've bitten off more than you can chew, or there's some uncertainty around it. But truly, your reading is suggesting that your gut feeling that it's going to work, it is the right one, is really, really worth pursuing and persevering with. I mean, you just could not get clearer cards, really, could you? Let's put that over here, persevere. Let's take this one. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. And this card is, both of these cards are wanting to show for you too. Meditate and contemplate. You and your loved ones are safe. And look at this, we have the Cancer, new moon in Cancer again. Okay, look at it with fresh eyes, beautiful souls. I feel there is an energy around you that has left you wondering, yeah, maybe you feel you've bitten off more than you can chew, or it hasn't run to plan, or there could even have been just something that got in the way with Hagalaz, the energy of Hagalaz. But this requires nurture, and it's worthy of nurturing. Don't in any way feel despondent if something hasn't run smoothly. It just means there's a few hiccups to iron out, actually. Simply, you know, hold the higher vision, hold that longer term vision. Look at where you want to be going with this. And if you're not sure about how to move forwards, just literally meditate, contemplate, and I think the answers will be shown to you. Let's draw some tarot cards. In fact, first of all, let's just draw a couple more oracle cards for you. I'm seeing this one. Look at that, it's like the golden chalice. And I'm just going to take all three of those. So first off, you have the golden chalice. Then you have, I mean, this always reminds me, this card reminds me of one of the knights. Sort of same with the dog here, loyalty. I think someone will come and help you. These have messages on the back, I'll read them in just a moment. But I feel that someone will come in and help you and guide you. We've already got this coming through here. You have power from beyond the world. Okay. Sleep on it. There's a message coming for you. Okay. Yes, you're either going to hear something, or you're going to see something, a message will come. It could be through the grapevine. It could even be a message that's delivered in an unconventional way. Seeing a white raven here. But something's going to be gifted to you. It could be an offer of help. But some form of communication is going to happen here. You might also be getting some good news soon, communication here. And it's like if you continue to take the initiative and persevere, some kind of a communication will come in, a message that will show you that you're on track. You'll get the affirmation that you need. Let me read what's on the reverse of these. So first of all, we have heal through changing your story. Begin in this moment, don't look back. You know, what I hear in this card is, look, what you are working on or what you want to work on is absolutely possible. Your gut feeling is right. I think some of you have some form of self-doubt within you, and this is historic. It's come from history. It's not relevant to now. We need to let go of that. As light follows darkness, so day follows night. Be patient and wait for the right opportunity. Okay, it says to create a new chapter in your life. I think it's the right opportunity. There'll be a moment when you can take that initiative and seize the moment and go for it. In the silent pause that we find the answers, it is in the silent pause, sorry, that we find the answers to our questions. It is in the breath that we anchor the soul. Meditate, get still. If you're having a wobble or you're thinking this isn't going to work, or I don't know how to move this forwards, meditate. You'll hear the answers. You'll hear what you need to hear. We'll draw cards around you and your loved ones are safe in a moment, but I think the new moon in Cancer in essence is really telling us that you need to nurture this, sort of almost give it, it's going to get a new burst of energy coming in. Let go of outcomes. You will be released from the burden you carry. Yeah, let go of needing a fixed outcome. Let go of thinking that you need to know what exactly what shape this is going to look like in the end. It's kind of like baking a cake. Or that might seem a silly analogy, because some of your situations will be, enormous and amazing. But if you think of that, it's like you've got all the ingredients. You have everything you need, okay? Work with what you have. You have everything you need to do this. Your idea, your relationship, even whatever it might be, that your gut feeling says this could really work. I think it can. You have the raw ingredients. All you actually need to do is choose to invest in it without being too fixed as to exactly what it's going to look like. It's like you put the ingredients in, and you can put it in the oven. If you're baking a cake, let's say, you don't actually know exactly what it's going to look like when it comes out. You don't know how high it'll rise, but I think it will rise. It will be beautiful. So the outcome is going to be amazing. At the moment, there is some sort of an interruption around it. For some of you, it's purely lacking in confidence in your ability to either pull it off or to see it through to the finish line. But you have what you need. I think maybe your panic about will it work is also possibly getting in the way for some of you. Let's draw some cards and see what else we are shown. Maybe draw your tarot cards and ask, can we be given information about pile one's way forward? Queen of Pentacles. Look at this peacock. Truly, just step up and love what you're doing. Enjoy it for the journey. I feel we're being shown here. Don't get too hung up on the outcome. Love it for the doing of it, because that's just going to infuse it with that amazing sort of forward motion energy, when you just love it because you love it, rather than constantly trying to get to the end goal. Page of Cups. This is reinforcing it for me again. I mean, Queen of Pentacles. You can make this real. Page of Cups. Put yourself forward here. Put yourself forward. Put yourself out there. Take an action. The Hermit. Now, I'm really fascinated that we're getting birds coming through here. I feel like you can really fly. I mean, we've got a peacock. We've got, I think that's a peacock. We have a parrot. We have a kingfisher here. With this Hermit card, I feel I want to say start small and it'll get bigger. You have everything you need. Start small. If you have a gut feeling that something that you can make could get really big, I think you're right. But start small. It's a little house. It'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. And don't be afraid to reach out. He's knocking on the door. I think as well you might get a message coming through. Literally somebody knocking on your door, offering you assistance or helping you, giving you some information that you need to move this forwards. Yes, and the Hierophant. This is about contracts, commitment, another bird. All these birds, all these bird heads coming through. How interesting. Right, this is about making a commitment and maybe contracts. It may be that somebody joins forces with you, or they come along and offer to help you. You may need to employ somebody at some point to assist you if it's a project. Seeing this card coming through as well. And then we have an elephant. Okay, so birds, and now we have an elephant and a little dog as well. How interesting, the dog. which I saw very much in this card as loyalty, getting the help you need. But of course the Chariot means it often speaks of forward motion. It's going to move forwards. I want to say that the help that you need will come at exactly the time you need it. I think you might receive an offer of help, in which case I think I would be saying accept the offer of help. I don't think you have to do this alone. You're being guided as well. Gosh, the answer to your question, or to our question, is your gut feeling right about this? You know, the area I feel this reading is looking at, if this is not feeling right, then it may not be the right reading for you, but I just feel this is about an idea, or that you have a very strong gut feeling that something could seriously work out. It could be amazing, and I think basically you're right. It can really work out. You need to take some initiative, take some action. And yes, you're going to, you won't be going it alone. You'll need some assistance along the way, but I feel it will literally come knocking on your door. It will come to you. Look at the Page of Cups, offering, bringing this beautiful cup of tea with a fish in it forwards, coming forwards. I think people will come forwards to assist you. The right people at the right time. Just take the initiative to start with, and I feel everything will fall into place, pile one. Your gut feeling is absolutely spot on if your gut feeling is about something that you think could really, really work out. Absolutely, I believe it really can, whatever that is for you. So beautiful, pile one. I'm wishing you all the love in the world. This is magnificently exciting, and you know, way to go. This is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Beautiful souls, I am absolutely enthralled for you. This is fabulous, you know, so absolutely take action, go for it. Beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. If you have enjoyed the reading, if it's resonating with you, do please like, share, subscribe, because all these things really, really do help the channel and help me to continue to put free stuff into the world. So that would be wonderful. Thank you for all your comments and for the super thanks, those of you that give back through the super thanks in the comments. All of these things really do make a difference. Pile one, tons and tons and tons of love. This is a really fabulous outcome. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have the beautiful leaf, you have the ladybug, good luck, and you also have the rune of possessions, of nourishment. This often speaks of ambitions satisfied. Now we're asking, is your gut feeling about this correct? Is it right? So, ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. Okay, I can't help feeling this sort of like a little bit of anxiety around you. That's what I'm really picking up on. And I feel as if this reading is sort of almost reassuring you. Something is going to happen or work out. Something's basically going to work out for the best. I need to get more information for you, that's for sure. Feihu, the rune of nourishment, possessions. Let's unexpected surprises, rewards, gains comes through for this. I'm going to draw runes for you first of all, actually. So okay, we have the rune of signals, signs, signals, synchronicities. We have the rune of journey, Rado. Okay, and then you have the rune of strength. This is Uras. This is like the energy of the ox, the oxen. Okay, you are a bright energy. Okay, is your gut feeling right about this? Let's draw some more cards for you. Is your gut feeling right about this? You're going to be shown signs and signals, that's for sure. Look at this. 6666. Great blessings. Self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom, understanding, letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love, opportunity or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Okay, yeah, I feel that I was picking up on some sort of an anxiety about something or someone. I'm not sure that it is as big or as difficult as you think it might be. If your gut feeling is anxious, and your gut feeling is about some form of anxiety, you're worried about something or someone or something's not okay, I think that actually your gut feeling might not be entirely right. I think there's just a level of anxiety that's connected to something from the past here. And actually you're being advised to let it go here. Hold your boundaries, either around the something that's bothering you, or indeed with yourself. Don't let your mind run riot, because we can do that, can't we? Or I certainly can anyway. You know, my mind can run riot. I can, if I start to worry about something, you know, it's very natural just to escalate it. Let's see what else we're shown here for you, my lovely pile 2. And great blessings are coming your way. So intuition. Okay, yes. See this coming through. Forgive. Okay. Right. Yeah, something has happened that's left you feeling as though what it's actually done, I think, is it's knocked your trust in your intuition. Maybe you were let down by somebody. 6666. Maybe you were let down by somebody. Something didn't work out. Someone didn't behave well, and it's left you almost questioning whether your intuition was wrong. It's left you with a bag of worry, and actually I don't think you have anything to worry about here. This is just a question of being really, really clear and holding your boundaries with yourself as well. Now, unexpected rewards, gains, surprises comes through with this rune. So strangely, I think there will be a silver lining from whatever went wrong. I mean, maybe you have just had to draw the line, and it was better that you didn't keep somebody who had a sort of a low vibration around you, because you're very amazing, you're colourful, you're bright, you are a light for others. I think you're the kind of person who lifts people, actually. People come to you a bit like I want to say like a moth to a flame. What I'm seeing with these fishes dancing around the light of the moon here. Curiously enough, I think when you are a very, very bright light, and I think you are, actually, I think that's who you are. You're very bright. I think you have a lot to give. What you'll find is that just as in the law of attraction, you know, light attracts light, I do need to say that sometimes light attracts dark. Because there will be lower vibrational people, let's say, for want of a better way of describing it, who are drawn to you because they want your light. It doesn't always mean that they are coming in with good intent, so you may have to draw some boundaries. You know, my own mentor actually has sort of voiced this on more than one occasion. She's noticed that when people are really rising, stepping into their power or stepping up into something, when they're shining brightly, they attract a lot of amazing stuff. It's like good luck is happening for them. But simultaneously, there are some dark things that are drawn to them too. And it is because their light is so bright. And I feel there's something of that around you. Letting go, letting something go, just forgiving the stuff that hasn't worked and moving beyond it, letting go of it, and then maintaining your brightness, I'm seeing here. Have the strength, yes, to not be a victim to this circumstance. Because if stuff happens, we can be left really feeling like, you know, what did I do to cause it? Was my intuition wrong? Or, you know, we can start to get into a bit of a pattern of self-doubt. This is not about you being, well, I mean, some of you may have been like a victim to somebody who came in and behaved badly, or a circumstance. And maybe you didn't see it because you are very pure. I see you as someone who's very pure. What else are we shown? Yes. Okay. Some of you may have experienced rejection if there was a partnership. Okay, in which case something better is coming. You need to just let it go and move on. Or you may have actually yourself been concerned that you were having to actually reject somebody, having to say no to someone because their vibration just wasn't right for you anymore. However it is, acceptance. You just couldn't write it, could you? It's just unfolding. There's a need to sort of come to terms with this and then shine brightly. Be you, be the amazing you that you are. This is really not a time to hold yourself back in any way at all, my beautiful pile twos. This is all about letting go and moving on. And I think if you're worried about doing so, you're fearful of that if you reject someone, there might be consequences, or you don't want to actually feel as though you're, I don't know, victimizing someone by saying no to them. Actually saying no is the healthy option here. Or if you've said no to someone and you're fearful of a similar thing happening again, I don't think it will, because I think you're very clued up to this now. You know, you've gained in strength. Emotions are running high. Hold your vision. The end of a tough cycle approaches. That's beautiful, isn't it? Whatever your circumstances, whatever your situation, it is reaching its natural conclusion, and there is a need to sort of accept, to forgive, to not let anything cling to you. Your gut feeling about, I feel your gut feeling is sort of, there's anxiety around you. That I'm seeing really clearly. Either anxiety about something not working out, or about your ability to hold your ground, or to say no, or to process this. You can do this. You absolutely can. Let's draw a couple more oracle cards, and then we'll draw your tarot cards. Okay, maybe we have guidance and advice around this. Let go of who you think you should be and embrace who you are. Okay, beautiful. And look at the purity of this figure, because you're very bright. You really are beautiful souls. It's absolutely your purpose to shine in some way, shape or form, my beautiful ones. It really, really is like a leaf unfolding, unfurling. That's the right word, I think. You bless the world with good luck, and just by being you. See this one? You are in alignment with your soul's longings. Make a move now. Don't be afraid to step forward. Okay? Yes, absolutely. Don't be afraid to step forward. If there's any element of relationship involved here and you're fearful, your anxiety is that it will all go wrong because something in the past did go wrong. Maybe you had a bad relationship where you were, you know, I don't know, maybe controlled. I see somebody's a bit controlling coming through for some of you, or some of you may have been rejected. It's not going to happen again. This is different. You know, proceed with, you can journey, you can move forwards, proceed with strength, courage. You'll see the signs. If something isn't right, you'll see the signs. You're wise to it now. Yeah, I think your gut feeling is getting muddled with emotions. Emotions are running high. And it is true, isn't it? If I use relationship simply as an example, this is going to apply to your unique circumstances. But if we use relationship as an example, you know, when we start a new relationship, if we've been hurt in a previous one, every insecurity will come to the surface because we're fearful it's going to happen again. You know, can I dare to open up? And so then we can sort of read those emotions, the strength of those emotions, as a gut feeling, rather than actually the fact that your buttons have been pressed and they're surfacing. You know, there's a very big difference actually between emotions that are present and real in the now, where your alarm bells are going because something right here and right now is happening and it's not okay, and you know it because you listen to those emotions. They're part of that gut feeling, versus emotions that come up which are to do with history. It's the emotions that are left over from a previous hurt or a previous element of difficulty or adversity. If there's any emotional turmoil going on for you, beautiful souls, do check out my free online library. It's called The A to Z of Emotional Health, www.azemotionalhealth.com. It's a completely free resource. It's a membership site, but membership is free. And on that website, it's full of audios and videos about emotions, particularly psychology, all kinds of stuff. It's there to help. It's a free resource. It comes from my own background as a counsellor, a psychotherapist, which was my mainstream career for a very long time. So if emotions are running high in a difficult way for you, do check out that website. Hold your vision. Hold in mind where you want to go, what you want to achieve, because I sort of feel there's just some residue of past stuff to process. I think your anxiety is not so much a gut feeling, it's more connected to history where something went wrong and was really difficult for you, and I'm really sorry you've had that experience. Okay, I'm seeing this. I've actually got 2 cards coming through for you. Let's use them both. See, I love this with the crown. It always looks like mistletoe. The little berries, the balls, the pearls, those pearls of wisdom on her crown. I always think they look like the berries of mistletoe behind her. Be enchanted with your life's potential. Seek and find, know and discover. It's really okay for you to proceed. It really, really is. If your gut feeling is saying, oh, it could all go wrong, or I'm not sure about this, I think it's actually okay. And this card says, let go of outcomes. You will be released from the burden you carry. Stop trying to worry, stop worrying about whether something will or won't work out, or whether a pattern will repeat, because I think there's a lot of anxiety and worry in you about something happening again, and this is really saying no, it won't. You'll receive the signs that you need along the way. It's so I think there's so much reassurance here. Let's draw your tarot cards and just see what we are shown for my lovely pile 2. How will this proceed? The Chariot. Absolutely, you've got the go ahead here. You've got the Chariot. Oops, moving your cards around. The Hierophant. Funny, both these cards came out in pile 1 as well. If you were drawn to pile 1, it may actually have some relevance to you, because there is some connection. It's a little bit different, to be fair. This is different. This is about making a commitment, the Hierophant. Commit to the way forwards. Yeah, if your gut feeling is saying don't do it, this reading is saying, well, I think you should. I think the don't do it is to do with the past. Yeah, it's to do with past disappointments. Past things that would, it feels like a difficult choice to make with the 5 of Pentacles. But actually, I think it's going to be fine. May we please see what else we are showing? Yes, strength. Strength, the rune of strength, the card of strength. Yeah, look at the pathway here. This really, really is something that is absolutely worth doing or pursuing. Whether it's a relationship, a project, whatever it is, truly. Yeah, 8 of Swords. Don't tie yourself in knots. The rune of signals, it's so tuned into synchronicities, signs, signals, synchronicities. You'll be shown exactly what you need to see as you need to see it. You don't have to feel like you know what the outcome will be. I think something here needs to organically grow. The rune of nourishment says you have to nourish the ground for your own deliverance. Something needs to be nurtured or brought into being one step at a time. You'll be shown what you need to see. The signs will be shown to you. You can move this forwards. You can move this forwards. This is everything in your reading is saying make a commitment and move ahead. Great blessings coming your way. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. And for some of you, the boundaries are within yourself. It's almost like saying no to the past, saying no to any limiting beliefs that come from the past. Pile 2. This is your reading. I think that the messages are coming through loud and clear for you. I'm loving your reading. I really, really am. Beautiful soul, luck is on your side. Good luck, great blessings, wisdom. letting go. This is about letting go of those fears and those anxieties and grasping the moment, making a commitment, even though previously there has been hurt. Let go of the fears. You'll be shown step by step exactly what you need to see. Have trust, have faith, and this is going to work out. Whatever this is in the context of your absolute unique circumstances. Pile 2, I am sending you so much love. Thank you, beautiful souls, for liking, sharing and subscribing. If you are enjoying the readings here on the Moon Magic Tarot channel, do please consider subscribing. It really, really does help the channel. It's such it's a joy to see this community build. I look at your comments and the way you support, not only me, thank you very much, but also the way you support each other is just amazing. So beautiful souls, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to anyone new, and thank you all for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again for some other readings really, really soon. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Puffin Partnership, you have the Dragonfly and the Rune of Awa's Movement. This is suggesting that something will get better or that it will gather momentum. Dragonfly speaks of seeing through the illusion and of transformation. Puffin, let's read this. Partnership. Accept yourself and your colourful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Okay, so I feel at the moment that we're seeing a connection to people or a potential for a relationship issue here. There's something about seeing through the illusion. Maybe you don't feel you're good enough. Perhaps something's not running smoothly, or you just don't feel as if you're... there's something around you, around self-worth and self-esteem that's coming through here. But we're asking, is your gut feeling right about this? Let us ask and get more information, please, for pile 3. 333, support. Growth, creativity, joy, community coming through again. Vision, talents. Seeing the angel number 333 is a sign that it is time to focus inward. Work on your skills, discover your talents and use your imagination. Unleash your inner artist. Doing so will boost your self-esteem and sense of competence. It does wonders for your sense of purpose and contributes to your community. How interesting. I do feel there's an issue of self-doubt or self-esteem going on here in some way within you. And this is about looking within. Maybe you are on the cusp of building a relationship, or you're in a relationship and you're not feeling as worthy or as equal as in fact you actually are. Let's have a look and see what else we're shown. What is this about for pile 3, please? Regret. Calm. Okay. Regret. Storm in a teacup is what I'm hearing with this card coming through. Maybe there's been a storm in a teacup, or I think maybe something hasn't quite run smoothly and you're feeling as though you messed up, or you're bringing it back in on yourself, feeling as though you messed up, it was your fault. I mean, you know, maybe you did say something, but I don't think it's the big deal that you're making it. Maybe you've got a gut feeling that something is over, that it's not going to work out because you said or did something, but I don't think that's the case. Truly, I think, you know, it was a storm in a teacup. It's not, I don't think this is going anywhere in a negative way for you. So if your gut feeling is saying it's over, I kind of want to say I think you might be wrong about that. But let's ask for more cards and more detailed information. May we have more information for pile 3? What is this showing us? Impasse. Okay, right. So this is about something being blocked. So something has stopped. It's stopped moving when you wanted it to move forwards. Right, this is being blocked with purpose. It's like there's divine guidance here. So storm in a teacup, if something, if you're sitting in a place of regret, do you know whatever happened, it actually needed to, because this is an impasse where there is a blockage with purpose. There's a higher purpose. It's steering you either in a different direction, or it's giving you time to address something else. Joy. Okay, we have joy. Fabulous. Impasse. So I sort of feel almost, I want to almost say something better will be coming for you if you've moved away from something, or it will get better. This rune sometimes literally says, it tells us that it's the bettering of any situation. Faith, trust and faith that you will get what you're looking for, that what you're looking for will come. Something hasn't worked out, and I think you're on the verge of something new, and your gut feeling is either, or what you're perceiving as your gut feeling, is either feeling as though you've blown it and it's not going to repair, in which case have faith. There's just a pause that's needed. Or it's a possibility if something did genuinely go wrong and you're beginning to get into that, your gut feeling, or hear a gut feeling that says this will never work out. I sort of think it's going to. Have faith. I think you're going to come through something. So wherever you're sitting, if you're sitting in a place of self-doubt or uncertainty, I do think this is going to work out. And if your gut feeling says, do you know, even despite regrets, I do feel actually that this can come through, this can work out, then I think your gut feeling is right. I think it can. Let's find out more. Confidence is your key to success. The energy is gaining momentum, and I'm seeing this as well. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay. Lovely. Confidence is your key to success. And what have I said about getting better? The language that I'm using is just showing up in the cards, isn't it? This is literally in the Book of Runes by Ralph Blum. It literally says, the bettering of any situation. And, you know, also gathering momentum. Something is gathering momentum. The energy is gaining momentum. You and your loved ones are safe. This card is just telling me that you can come through this with love and compassion. Something didn't work out. There's an impasse. It happened with divine timing. I think actually there was a purpose to it. You may not know what the purpose is yet, but there is a purpose to it. In many ways, maybe there was a need to see through the illusion of something. You know, if you know when they say that saying, isn't it? Love is blind. I mean, again, I'm just using a random example because, you know, this is a general reading, so it's going to apply to you in very unique ways. But if we think of the energy as being connected to sort of something like let's say you started a new relationship with someone, okay, or something is starting, it all feels like it's good, and then something happens and it goes wrong, or you feel you messed up, you said something, you did something, whatever it is, and there's regret. It's sort of, I think it had to happen because love, that saying love is blind, for example, maybe you over-idealized, let's say it was this brand new relationship, you over-idealized this person, and then something goes wrong, and actually what's really needed is a real place of real evaluation, because then it's built on a substance of proper joy, and so in a way the hiccup needed to happen to realign things, to put you in a grounded place where you were looking through sort of a grounded real lens rather than an idealized lens. It's just an example, but seeing through the illusion of something. So you're now ready to proceed in a good, solid way because this is much more real now. I think it had to happen, whatever happened. I think it had to happen. And your gut feeling, if your gut feeling is, do you know, I really think I can fix this, then I think you're right. If your gut feeling is saying, do you know, I think I've blown it, it's never going to work out, then I think you're getting into patterns that are more to do with the past. Actually, time to focus inwards, work on your skills, use your imagination, you feel confident about being you. So these are the messages that are coming through. It's all about confidence, self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. Knowing that it's okay to make a mistake, and that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Look at this. Make peace with the wildness within you and all Mother Earth's creations. be yourself. Just be yourself, pile 3. We have let go of outcomes. This has come out in every single one of these readings, I think, actually. Yeah, don't be so fixed about how you think it should be. Something needs to emerge organically. Let go of outcomes. You will be released from the burden you carry. I think this is loaded with you feeling as though you have to be maybe what you thought. You have to be perfect. Again, back to idealization. Just be yourself. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Just be you. Be real, be honest, be you. That's really all that's needed. Yeah, it's this one. It is only when we accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. Yeah, there's this self-esteem energy around in some way, shape or form here that needs to be addressed. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It is only when we accept vulnerability that we are truly brave. Rise above your fears. Yeah, I think something, if you have confidence in it, I think it will work out. That's all that this is saying. It absolutely. So whatever happened needed to happen, partly perhaps to raise these insecurities in order, for some of you to address them and move beyond them. Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful energies. I mean, I always think the Queen of Pentacles, she's the queen of self-care. But look at this. Be bold, be beautiful, accept yourself and your colourful personality. It's a peacock. This is a beautiful energy. Two of Cups, partnership again here. Look at this. Arm in arm, having tea together. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this can happen. This can work. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, this feels like the light bulb moment, the light coming on, the electricity. Yeah, the spark between you as well. If this is for some of you an intimate partnership that you thought was okay and then it went, for whatever reason, it kind of felt like it went pear-shaped, don't worry about it. I think that the impasse had to happen so that you could come back with more a more real lens, as much as anything, of yourself and your own self-value. There is chemistry. Look for that chemistry. Trust the chemistry. If your gut feeling says the chemistry is so strong, I sort of feel like I can't let that go. Even though another part of you, your head, might be saying to you, well, it won't work out because I ballsed up. But your heart is saying, yeah, but the chemistry was dynamite. It was amazing. The spark was there. Well, I think, that electricity was there. I think it was. Have confidence. New moon in Leo. Nine of Wands. You can overcome this. You can step over any hurdle. This is not something that you can overcome this. You can do it. Okay. Gut feeling says you can do this. You seriously can do this. And any delay was purposeful because it was actually helping you to address some of the stuff, to look inwards and address this kind of stuff. Be who you are. Don't be fearful to be who you are. If you're a little bit different, or you've come away from a situation that didn't pan out and you've been thinking it was me, there's something, I'm different, or however it is, just be you. Be yourself. And everything will follow. Everything will fall into place. Seeing these two and also this one as well. Yeah, cut the cords. We have the Devil. Cut the cords that bind you. Anything within you that says, I am not worthy. Any illusion about yourself that says, I can't have the thing or the person that I really desire. Cut the cords, because then it will move forwards. If you do the inner work, the outer stuff will follow. And persevere with the card of Strength. Keep going, persevere. This is really saying don't give up. Absolutely. So if your gut feeling is saying to you, I just think this chemistry was there, it was amazing. Yeah, it was. Your gut feeling was right. If there's an element of you that you're thinking, well, I feel like it honestly is head versus heart, a lot of it here. I really, really do. You know, that sort of like, you know, I'm too different, or no one will love me just the way I am, versus actually having that self-belief. And it's that self-belief and that self-confidence that is going to create the pathway that you want, to the gate, to the doorway that you want, to the person that you want, or the connection within community that you want. This is all about confidence, to the job even that you love, that soulmate connection, being amongst people who, you know, sing from the same sheet as you. Everything here is about having that confidence. Beautiful souls, I hope that this is making some sense to you. It certainly feels to me as if something that fires you up, that really makes you want something, you want to make it real, with the Ace of Pentacles. I think there's something you want to make real, you want it to grow, a path you want to follow. This is about removing any fear or any obstacles within you, trusting in your absolute amazingness and being your charismatic self, and getting out there and allowing yourself to have what you desire. If your gut feeling is saying, that's what I want, then I think that's what you should be going for, my beautiful pile 3. Well, I think this is your reading, pile 3. Thank you for joining me. If you are enjoying the reading and you would like to get notification as soon as I post any readings, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. And to be honest with you, I've never understood the YouTube algorithms, but subscribing truly, I mean, you can always just check out the Moon Magic homepage to find what videos are most recently uploaded. But beautiful souls, subscribing really does help the channel. It really helps me to maintain putting free stuff into the world. So thank you, all of you who are subscribed. And, you know, anyone new, do please consider that. It's of immense benefit here. So beautiful souls, thank you. Thank you also for liking and sharing, and for all of your comments. They are just amazing, and you are inspirational. And yeah, I wish you so many blessings. I just think there's something you really want that's quite amazing, and I think you should be going for it. And if that's what your gut feeling is saying, then I think it's right. And if it's saying the opposite, I think that's more to do with your self-doubt speaking than a real true gut feeling. You know, that's what we're seeing here. Pile 3, tons and tons and tons of love. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings really, really soon, should you wish to join me. Tons of love.